Many pioneers are still having difficulty completing their KYC, and some have not yet finished. However, as stated in the recently published Pi Network white paper, those who haven't completed their KYC will have their accounts canceled, preventing them from being transferred to, and all of their manually earned mined Picoin would be destroyed. Most pioneers won't truly benefit from this because no one really wants this to happen to him. To avoid falling into this category, a pioneer must complete their KYC in order for the core team to transfer them to mainnet. We have good news for you if you haven't received a KYC slot yet. A significant KYC slot will shortly be released by the Pi Network. Welcome back to my channel, good to see you. Please help us out by clicking the bells to subscribe and get notifications whenever we upload new videos like this. The Pi Network will soon be made tradable, and I believe you know what that means. The Pi Network itself will transform into a coin that can be purchased, sold, and exchanged for other currencies. This suggests that when the Picoin enters the cryptocurrency market, it will have a strong competitive advantage and its own worth. To ensure that you are transferred by the core team when mainnet becomes live, please complete your KYC as soon as you can if you haven't already. Why is completing the KYC a requirement before accessing mainnet? What does the Know Your Customer verification check safeguard me against? In a recent disclosure, Dr. Nicholas Kokolis provided important new information regarding the KYC. The validation team is in charge of figuring out whether users are who they say they are. At some point, they will be able to tell real records from false ones. Since we already have a reasonable idea of how many early adopters there are, this will stop a significant number of bogus identities from being created. The Pi Network follows a rigorous policy of giving each person a single record. KYC ensures the sincerity of the company's dealings with its clients in this way. The Pi Network will choose another 100,000 users at random and continue the process after picking 100,000 users at random and validating their identities in accordance with the KYC criteria. Currently, Yoti, a UK-based certifying body, is in charge of processing the Know Your Customer KYC certification on behalf of Pi Network. If you are one of the 100,000 people chosen, the app will display your profile and a pop-up message informing you. Additionally, you only have 24 hours to authenticate yourself. There is absolutely no reason to be concerned after that because you won't get another chance to do it. The Pi Core team stated that all of the users who are still active will undergo the Know Your Customer procedure in the future. Instructions for KYC verification have not yet been sent to the great majority of users. According to the Pi Core team, every pioneer will have the opportunity to have their KYC verified. You will have completed your KYC before to the introduction of mainnet, so there is no need to worry. If you didn't, well, let's just say that's a bad indication. Let me draw your attention to the fact that certain pioneers will only lose 25% of their regular mining rate, or the rate at which they made money from mining coins. Once they have finished the task, which is the KYC verification, this will be returned. You can download the Pi browser and begin the KYC process right away, even if you haven't gotten any notifications that it's time to finish your Pi KYC. Make sure the data you input matches the data you used to sign up for the service in the first place. Additionally, make sure the application is accessible during the entire procedure. If you are unable to proceed past the KYC stage, don't worry, you won't have to wait long before a validator is assigned to you. I have faith that the Pi Core team is working to find a solution. The human verifiers will see a redacted copy of your identification. This means that people will look at your photo and be able to tell who you are just by looking at you. Verifiers will next determine whether or not your personal identity is of the same kind as you portrayed in the information structure, and whether or not the person depicted in your identification is indeed you, just to make sure we're talking about the same person. Some individuals are still waiting for advice regarding KYC verification. There will undoubtedly be another opportunity to obtain certification in the near future if you did not take advantage of this one. For those probably asking what would happen if he/she didn't complete KYC in the Pi network, the answer is this: your Pi may be deleted if your Pi account is unable to reach the mainnet phase due to lack of KYC. Here comes the end of this video. I believe it was interesting to you and that you enjoyed watching it. To get more informative updates like this one, kindly subscribe to our channel and please turn on the notification bell to receive instant updates whenever we post our next videos.